Seems like someone already did that for me. Much obliged. Well, at the very least, I should be the one to take the capital and Warsaw, since they are some of the more expensive provinces. They'll be worth the most war score. Claw as well, doesn't seem to be under siege just yet. And Lublin. Yeah, good enough. Jake, could you show us how Asia is doing? Sure. It's looking a bit split up and ready to eat for whatever Euro babby wants to stroll over and take it. Not me though, I'm not all that interested. Maybe I'll take a bit of the steppes, but it's far from being a priority. Jake, can you give me or us a recap about what your kingdom is and what your vassals are and what the plan is? We are Theodora, we have Astrakhan, Polotsk, Bulgaria and Perm as vassals. We also have Call for Peace, that's no doubt with Muscovy, but I'm not done chewing up their land just yet. You see, I don't really want to take that much land off of you. I want to give a good chunk of it to my vassals, because I'm going to be chewing in this direction. I'm going to need all the admin I can get. We've got this, but I really want Wallachia, so we'll hold out a little bit longer. Tricky thing is, it takes longer to assault somebody that has a better tactics than you. Minsk, huh? I should know where that is. Oh, right, it's under occupation. Well, it's good base tax, so let's just give it the unrest. As opposed to all that bad base tax. And the plan for this campaign is to get the Theodoro achievement, which is Gothic Invasion, own all the Germanic cultured provinces in Europe. Yeah, we've said it before, but we're going a long time with no crash here, so maybe it was that one faulty stick of RAM, or that faulty RAM seat. Who's to say? Also, this was the province I wanted. Although I suppose it doesn't really matter which one I go for. Kind of does. I can settle for Memel, that's okay. Call for Peace really adds up, so I need to take care of that. My individual war score with Poland is actually really low. That's unfortunate. It's only 36. Come now, Wallachia. It has long since been time for you to go. Jake, can you take Nagur after you've finished Europe? What do you mean, take it? I've already played as Nagur and I'm not interested in going back there. Alright, we got it. Goes to Bulgaria. Also goes to Bulgaria. I want this going to you. Wow, that's a lot of war score already. I was hoping to do more damage than that. You know, kind of split you in half sort of damage. I could take what little money you have left and take reparations, but that wouldn't be quite enough, would it? It's these big provinces that are a pain. Well, at the very least I can feed that to Perm. And I don't think anything else is quite small enough. Or I could not take the money and take one more province. People aren't going to be happy with me over this, but when are people ever happy? I don't think anybody's joined a single coalition against me, though. He has religious ideas, so he managed to convert all this. There's no point in feeding it to Astrakhan, even though it's in their culture group. There we go, this is 8%, and it's prime land for Perm. It stops me having any land that I need to core. Good enough. Ah, what it doesn't do is break your alliance with Sweden, though. That alliance does actually have to go, so that I'm free to attack Muscovy later on and stop them from being friendly together. Well, we're looking at 4 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2. It's not really the right culture though, is it? Alright, there's no need to overfeed, there'll be plenty of wars in the future. Looking good, Polotsk. Looking pretty damn good. Hopefully Sweden don't mind that. And call for peace should go away. And Bulgaria looks so good to me. Yeah, call for peace is gone. I'll feed Astrakhan the Nogai land. That should keep them pretty happy. And I just laugh off all this war exhaustion, it's no big deal. Now when it comes to Poland, sure enough, I'm going to want Memel. And I really want Bessarabia. That already is too much. I think I will have to siege them up a little harder. And as I often do, I'm just going to imagine I had some kind of horrible event that cost me 75 dip. That's how I handle paying things down. Foolish, perhaps. But it makes me feel better. I should take ample care of these guys. I'll throw some troops on this siege just in case Sweden, for whatever reason, decide to dance off of it. Alright, we've gone almost 40 minutes and no crash, so guess I'm running a 4 GB RAM machine now. Which is a shame because I have 20 at work. RAM is a number, and I think everybody knows my stance on numbers these days. Good lord, Mamluks. Oh, welcome back, call for peace, I've missed you. But I need this province, which is problematic. Not enough to get what I want. I guess we're chewing a bit more call for peace. At least we can avoid getting a chunk of the attrition here. And there you go, Said, the Grand Master of Sieging. Get over there, because we need this province. Okay, nobody that cares has a has that much aggressive expansion towards us. Poland is still an issue, though. Trouble is that I'm taking land that I don't have much right to take. If I take it through this, we get 16. If I take it from you, clearing everything else, I get 21, right? So I get the discount if I make the deal through Novgorod, which may well be what I want to do. Means I don't get to take this province, but it does mean less aggressive expansion, so we'll probably go with that. Take our claims and Memel, take the Dosh, and stop you guys from being friends, because it's a real pain. Nobody really cares. And it's 60% overextension, but that's fine. Ta-da! Now these Teutonic cores are going to run out in roughly 20 years. So first course of action is of course to convert Memel. Jake, do you have to kill Poland? Yes, they have Prussian cultured lands that they're not allowed to have, since I need them for the achievement. So what we're going to do is send both of our missionaries, if I can have any luck doing so, onto Memel. There we go, that'll get it done in 5.5 months. Get everybody off of here, probably reorganize my army in general. Bessarabia needs to be cored. Good thing no increased coring cost, other than from my war exhaustion, which I could pay down. Yeah, sure, why not? Needs to go down anyway, since we're going to be springing back into war in 5 months. Let's get those cores on the go. You are currently coring. I'll core you when I can. What else is there? Yeah, I can't core Memel because it's outside of my range, and the Danes, your increased coring cost. Curses, because Denmark did take this. Thankfully, actually there was nothing to be thankful about this. Hopefully Denmark just lose all their cores and claims here. Lost Western arms trade, again a pain. So let's keep those relations high. And the question is, who do we go to war with next? Mamluks and Nagai are both really tempting. Timurids are in debt, and they're probably going to go more into debt. Siberia is not something to be concerned about at all. So we fight Nagai as soon as we know that their friends won't be joining in. Not concerned about changing autonomy here. The revolt risk is far too low to be any kind of problem. Essentially, I should probably just grab all of my troops and throw them somewhere with high supply limit. Theodoro has high supply limit. Nah, no need for marriage. None of my vassals have liberty desire. That's glorious. I need to keep those relations up. I want my claim on you. And it'll be holy war against Nagai as soon as Timmy doesn't want to join in, which will be, I think, 1 loan and a little more war exhaustion. Jake, why attack Nagai when you want the achievement of Germanic ground in Europe? It just gives me a bit more of a buffer over here. Plus, Astrakhan looks glorious, don't they? I want them to look even more glorious. It's a rough time to be Russia right now. As soon as Memel is converted, and it's going twice as fast thanks to our double missionaries, we'll spit out the Teutonic Order, and we'll be able to feed them a good chunk of Prussian lands, or Germanic lands. They will have to be integrated later on, since the achievement does not allow for vassals. Stack. Soon, when I get a bit more, when I get a little bit higher in technology, I should be able to standardize my armies a bit better. Alright, Memmel's down. Let's chuck out the Teutonic Order. They are, of course, Orthodox. And they're not an order, which is disappointing, but check those cores. Lovely cores. That one's going to stay around for a long time, and these ones are going to be around for, yeah, long enough so that I can declare war on Poland again. We're going to have a tonking big truce though, so I need to declare war very soon. Or declare war on one of their allies, that would work as well. Which include Kiev. Heck, I could go straight for Kiev. But we're not going that way just yet. Timmy is very close to not joining in this war. Not that I think I couldn't take Timmy, but why bother when there's no need? We're over our Diplo limit thanks to spitting those guys out, but I'm not too concerned, and it's rather nice having Persia as a friend. I think they're going to be interested in this war when Timmy get involved, since they're rivals. Sadly, there's not much rhyme or reason to my stacks here. I do like them more standardized than this normally. The Mamluks are in trouble, making it an ideal time to fight them. Teutonic Order, I don't believe they take any increased core creation cost ideas. No, surely not, because I had them as a long-term vassal in my previous game as the Pope. Excellent. Unfortunately, I want Western arms trade. And that's going to be tricky unless I can get Sweden into a war on my side. Well, why don't I just fight the Mamluks first? At least then I can get Persia in on my side. And they'll come down and... I usually like declaring war before I get my act together. This time I will put a bit of effort into positioning my armies. I have all the claims that I want with this guy. And there is no way I'm losing 10 Patriarch authority. Even Hungary's picking the Ottomans apart. What a sorry state of affairs for them. Really, I should be wholly warring them so that I get in on it. But I think I'll wait for Hungary to wipe their armies, because first off, I want the Mamluks gone. Yeah, Persia should help out in a big way. Gives us time to have Timurids sliding into debt. Help me out here, Persia. Jake, has Sweden military access? Yes. Mutual military access. What in the world are you doing here? I don't remember your existence. It's going to cost me because you're about to get caught. One thing I never considered is the Mamluks' naval strength. They have heavies, so it's probably best for me not to get involved at all here. Just take a bit of a beating and then flee to Constantinople. Hopefully it doesn't count on the battle screen, but it does. That's going to hurt because this is a holy war. two main things I want to do to the Mamluks here. Potentially even more than that, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, sure enough, they brought their heavies here, and I can't fight those heavies with my galleys. Really, it's a kick up my rear end to make a more competent navy. Yep, we are building our ship after it starts raining. We can actually gain the advantage here, despite their high numbers, if we simply take the mountains first. Okay, it's not all mountains, some of them are highlands, but this'll do. Crimea, you can handle it. Also, we've got a bit too much admin, so we're going to go administrative monarchy so we can get a bit of autonomy reduction across the board. Holy smokes, that's rather a lot of Mamluks. I'm glad we're taking the defensive stance here, but we are without any competent generals, so it wouldn't surprise me if they come for me. Oh, right, Prussia can really mount a force. Excellent. Polotsk are rebelling and doing nothing about it. That's alright. Ah, Timmy, so close and yet so far. At least their war isn't over yet. Doesn't look promising for Prussia. Persia. Ah, but Bulgaria's in to show him who's boss. And he actually takes lead. Andrei is leading the way in fire technology. Alright, well that's going to force them back, so I may as well take the opportunity to split up ever so slightly and get a good chunk of sieging done. That little Bulgarian, he wants some blood. Jake, is there any culture conversion 10%? Oh. Enlightened despotism. That would be nice. Ruler reigns until death. Yeah, but you probably have to go quite far along the tech tree to get that. Yeah, 29. Not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, I really want the distant war is too much of a problem there, huh? I want the Western arms trade, but I'm wondering if it's worth the money, because it would be quite a chunk of money. You're probably rather rich. Literally spending 375 ducats to save... Well, 10% is 60 points across the board. If an event popped up asking me if I wanted to spend 375 ducats to gain those points, actually it would be slightly less than that. There we go. Then I would take it. As in, I would take the points. There we go. Glad we maintained this Persian alliance. It's probably going to be worth its weight in gold during this campaign. And finally, ideas. What will my next idea be? I don't know. I want offensive, I want diplomatic, I want trade, I want economic, and I want... kind of want administrative. The reduced coring cost and the +1 advisor is really nice. All these merc ones are a bit blech though. But I kind of really want economic. Let's have a look at policies. Tax, force limits, contributions. Is there anything half decent? I'm unsure. Give me some inspiration on the ideas front, because I'm currently lacking that. Polotsk are only being ravaged by pretenders. They're not very important. Our manpower is looking a-okay. In fact, we could afford raising an even bigger army. And you know what? I rather think we should. Even though we're busy building troops here. These are all the lands where we're going to be building quite a bit of units, because I'm going to have treasuries here. Treasuries are not yet unlocked. Are they? Are they? Here we go. Oh, I do have treasuries, right? Well, that changes a thing or two. Bring on the counting houses. Pretty worthless for a large empire. Oh, crap, I'm out of money. Well, we'll get the rest later. Can't go wrong with economic these days, Jake. Great events, great ideas, great policies. Yes, I am rather tempted by economic. This isn't so nice, though. There's no point in having such a large force there since you're on the back burner. Same with you, so we're going to bring you forward. At least here you can defend everybody around you. Same with you. Don't throw down any more than is necessary. Because they are coming. At least they're coming to the highlands. And they'll never take my freedoms. He's going to change his mind and go for there, which is unfortunately dry lands. But as long as we have this unit here, led by glorious Said, I think we'll be alright. Persia coming to back us up with their Tech 12. Yeah, it's unfortunate they're going for the dry lands. Kataman want it though. What is even going on? Again, we can push our troops forward. Diplo, get more diplomats as relation slots more dips. Speaking of lazy dips again, yeah. You know what I should be doing is forging claims on Muscovy. I want this big garbage land for myself. Go for Ustrug. And I should be thinking Polish as well. No, I can be returning cores, so that's okay. Yeah, what do I want? It's high time that you got reduced off the map, but I can do you in one shot anyway. You're most likely soon to become a vassal of Kara. I don't want any of this garbage for myself. It can go to Astrakhan. It's actually a little tricky. Lifeland kind of sits here like a sore thumb, so let's make it ours. Straight away we got discovered. And there they go, they're going gunning us down here. It is Highlands, so we should be able to hold out for at least a little bit of time. Oh, maybe not. Perhaps I should have force marched in there. We're not going to hold out for long enough. Blunder of the century right there. Thing is, they can just stack wipe us. They thought again. Still, the situation isn't so good for me. What'll it be?